You. So my last question is focused on self-reflection in your career and on success. What does a successful career mean to you, and has this idea evolved over time?
I don't mind. Successful. Well, yeah, it's interesting thinking about highlights and challenges because they're not always what you think they might be. The things that you've got awards for, the things that you've got the most money for, it's actually been the times that I've enjoyed the most, you know, and I felt like being part of a great team or, yeah, so I guess it partly means to me making an impact in some way, whether that's kind of like creating spaces for people to support their creative writing, whether that's kind of giving resources through magazines that I've worked on. So I worked for a while on a magazine called The Pavement, which is for specifically for people who are homeless or experiencing homelessness, and it would give like listings of where you can get a shower, where you can get food. It had like, I remember going to court with one guy who'd kind of been disrupted from where he was sleeping by the local council, and the police who came along moved him and then started washing down the area, and he went to court about this. And just these kind of being able to kind of write about those stories, just felt like, you know, you're informing people, and there's something really powerful in that. I think like information is power, as you know, as they say. So yeah, for me, the things that I'm most proud of, or which I think I value as a successful career, are the things that I think have made some kind of impact either on other people, on other people somehow. Bit vague answer, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I still think that I wouldn't recommend this, but I still think that me at 17 is like the person that judges whether I've been successful or not. And I don't think I was a very sensible person at 17 at all, but the fact that I still can occasionally like check in with that 17-year-old and go, yeah, I'm still doing that stuff, feels like that feels really good. But then I guess I think there's also now, you know, I have kids, and the fact that I can just about kind of maintain a life through what I do, and that so that I'm still in that world, but I can look after them and that kind of thing. And I think most of all, like when getting like emails from people that have read something I've written, particularly around thinking about neurodiversity, which is what I write about, and thinking about learning disability, and the way that those things overlap with what I love, to get direct personal feedback on those things through emails or through chats is like really, for me, like what keeps me going, I guess.
Yeah, I really relate to that. I feel like I check in with my sort of 15-year-old self quite a lot. I think she'd be pretty gassed, to be honest. But yeah, I think I also was reflecting on this question that the fact that I got to go to uni and then I get to do a job where I feel really challenged, sort of creatively and intellectually, and enjoy it, like really, really enjoy it. It's really hard, but like, that wasn't something that I thought a job could be. Like people in my family just did jobs, you know, you worked in shops or whatever, like it was good if it brought you in the money that you needed to pay for stuff in your family, but a job wasn't something that could like fulfill you or fill your life with like really amazing people. So I do feel like really, really fortunate most days, to be honest. I would love, our theatre's quite small, it's 100 seats, though we're going to extend a bit, but I think a big like long-term career goal for me would be something that we make, like transferring to the West End or being made into a TV show or something like that, where you have just like big impacts in terms of how many people you reach. I think particularly because the theatre that we produce is more, most of it is plays, but it's a kind of more experimental like side of plays, I guess, and where plays meets performance art and live art and cabaret, and also I think often the work that we're interested in is when an artist wants to tell a story that's not been told before, or from a perspective that's not been shared before, and so then to get something like that on a bigger stage, I think has the potential to like shift kind of cultural conversations, and that feels really exciting.
Yeah, I've been trying to think about this one. I think because when I was younger, I did a lot more kind of working with programs that did do impact, and I thought that was going to be great. I really enjoyed doing that, but I don't really do that as much anymore. I think, what was the question? Like, what does success look like? Or
What does a successful career mean to you?
what does it mean to me? I remember when I was younger, it was literally just being able to support myself, if I'm being honest, because I just, that was like number one. So I kind of was very much like, how do I keep going? So I'm actually a freelancer. I've been a freelancer like pretty much my whole career. So I've been working probably for like 17 years now, and luckily have done a lot of permalance, which is like staying at a place for way too long, but then also kind of jumping from loads of different jobs. And I think it's just sticking in it, I think, now, I'd say, because TV is going through a really weird patch. So I've been around when it's like people are like, digital's the future, and then digital's not the future, and maybe it's the future again. I think it's just being able to kind of stay in, but then also know that I kind of work with a lot of shows that mean a lot to some people. They're heritage brands. There's communities that really kind of will see something and be like, oh my gosh, that made my day, or oh gosh, I'm so happy I saw that. And you just have to obviously trust that what you're doing is having an impact in a different way to maybe some of the other projects I've done in the past.
Brilliant, thank you. I think it's fair to say on behalf of all of us that your stories have been really inspiring and really helpful for everyone's career journeys.